for your church will be biara eba nimdeɛ news na sabre deɛ yɛwura nsɛm ni ma ne yɛwura NPP nsɛnsɛm emu ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ Paul Adom Otchere ɛnɛ deɛ ɛwɔ ne show so anasɛ ne show so o host to ɛyɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnim ɔpanyin bi a ɔnenam nansan ɔnenam radio so anasɛ interview bebree mu a yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ blind historian ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛba history about history there generally history there adeɛ a ɔbɔ ne ho mmɔden yie paa na ɔde nsɛm bi aba abɛto edwa na saa bere deɛ ɛyɛ Paul Adom Otchere ɛbrɛ a ɔne no ɛtena ase ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ne show ne so no adeɛ a ɔde ɛyɛ analysis about the election aba abɛto edwa na wakyerɛ mu afiri ɛyɛ deɛ obɛdi kan deɛ ɔbɛtɔ so mmienu ne mmiɛnsa ne wɔn a wɔn bɛtumi awura mu ɛwɔ the first place and as a 5 top people of meeting aba abegyina and as I call the main election no ni nyina odi atudwa yenko ne nkoti blind historian ebra o chechense mu ewo eye Paul Adom Otchere ne show eso.
The fact contest on Saturday, the super delegate, it's obvious that the vice president is likely to emerge victorious.
Likely to. Who's going to be second?
Second, for the super delegate, it will be difficult for me to predict who is going to be second. But it will be between Mr. John Allan Chermatin, born on 3rd October 1955, and then Honorable Kennedy Akompre Japan. But for the main Congress, I believe Ken is far ahead of Allan.
But for the main Congress, will Bawumia win as well?
Yeah, for the main Congress, he will win.
Why? Why do you say that?
Yeah, he will win because...
is he not new to the party? Is Allan and Kennedy, Kwabene Japan, Usufi, these are people who were born into the party. Who
were born into the... Yeah, yes. But Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not new to the party because since 16th August 2008, that he was nominated or selected as the running mate, he has been with the party. In 2012, he was with the party when the party challenged the famous election petition case. Then in 2015, 2016, he was the lead spokesperson for the NPP campaign. And he has been the most eloquent, the most vibrant vice president that we have had in the history of this, our fourth republic. So I don't think he's so new to the party.
Well, but Allan Chermatin is older in the party.
Yes, that one I agree.
Kennedy Japan maybe older.
Yeah, that one.
Kwabene Japan is much older.
Yeah, that one I agree.
So how come that in the NPP, which is a conservative party, a new person has suddenly taken the lead? What is the thing that he's done that has made people rally around him that way? Okay,
Paul, I personally believe that he has done his politics well. In 2008, when he was nominated, he gradually learned. And he, in politics, we build people at the ground. And Dr. Bawumia, learning from his masters, Nana Adom Kufuor and President Kufuor, I think he has built people from the ground. And what favors him is that he's not a faction candidate.
What's a faction candidate?
They always talk about we have Kufuor faction, Nana faction. But I can tell you that Bawumia is not a faction candidate. Bawumia is being supported by people from Nanado's camp, people that are perceived to be true a Kufuor, then people that are also perceived to be Kufuor. Somebody like my good friend, somebody I love so much, Dr. Richard Wilfred Anane, who was the member of parliament for Ishiaisu constituency. I've never come across him supporting Nana Adom Kufuor, but I've heard him declaring his support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I can mention about few people. So,
if you're right about Dr. Anane, that's interesting because you see, it doesn't get more PFP than Anane. You know that?
Yes.
It doesn't get more PFP and NLM than Richard Anane.
Yes. It doesn't get, and for Dr. Bawumia getting support from such a person and people that have never supported Nana Kufuor before supporting him, I think something is working right for him. And if you ask me about Allan, then we move on.
Do you suppose that if Dr. Kwame Amakutufo was alive, he would have supported Dr. Bawumia? He's another PFP guy.
Yeah, he's a
Kufuor guy.
Kwame Amakutufo was a PFP guy, but he supported Nana Adom.
Not in 1998.
Not in 98,
in
but in 2007.
But in 98, he supported John.
Yes, in 98 he supported Kufuor because 96 Kufuor has already run, and he think there should be a continuity. That is why he supported Kufuor.
So you are saying that Bawumia cast through the fashions?
Yeah, he cast through the fashions.
What about Alan? What is it that has changed that is not making...
Okay, with Alan, let me cite the 1979-2008 example.
79?
Yes, in 1979, there was a factions. There was a breakup between the Dankwa-Dombo Buzia tradition. That is where we have the PFP. Then people from the People Movement for Freedom and Justice also formed UNC. And Nana Addo, at that time, did not play any major role in the politics at that time because Nana Addo saw that Pauli, William Ofoyata, is his mother's half-brother, which is the UNC. Then he saw that Victor Usu is also a product of his father. You know, Nana Addo's father, Chambers, Cocodium Chambers, that law firm has produced a lot of great lawyers like Dr. Obeda Samwa. It has produced Chief Justice. And Victor Usu happens to come from that Chambers. So it was difficult for Nana to choose between the PFP and US. So what Nana decided to do with that, I will not play any major role in the politics at that time. And that sustained Nana, that has sustained Nana's political career until today. So the 1979 decision that Nana took sustained him today. And let's come to Alan. Alan in 22nd December 2007, no, 23rd December 2007, after conceding defeat to Nana, I think that was the best thing that he did. But on the 15th April 2008, which was Tuesday incident, which was that incident, the so-called resignation or whatever he thought his people must be suffering from, that has, really affected him. And after the 2008 election, in fact, 2016, he played a major role. But 2012, we didn't see much of him, and that has really affected his chances of becoming a flag bearer for the new Patriotic Party.
Well, so would you say that Alan has not been able to grow into an Alan fashion, to develop an Alan fashion in the party, so that today, if younger people who are looking at the future and you are giving this advice, you say that there's an Alan fashion that I should work with, and there's another fashion. Alan has not been able to get his own fashion.
Yeah, because he has not been able to organize his...
Was Akufo-Addo able to get his own fashion, and at what time did it happen?
Yeah, Akufo-Addo was able to do that because after the 1979 incident, which I told you he didn't play any major role, in 1992, he was the co-organizer with Alhaji Malik Alhassan Yakubu, the former second deputy
for the Dubois campaign.
Yeah, between 2005 2009. And he was also the campaign manager for Professor Albert Dubois. And remember the Kumipreku incident. So he was still very eloquent and very popular. Then in 1998, October 10th, Sunyani Congress, he became second to Kufuor. So he has already built up for himself. And after he has lost to Kufuor in 1998, in the run-up to the 2000 election, he did not relax. He campaigned. Do you remember the famous Womachaki?
Yes. Do you remember? We have the video of that.
Yes. Do you remember the famous Enya Kwaini Bedi, which A+ even used to in one of his songs? So he didn't relax. He worked hard. He really worked and for the party. So the party also didn't forget him. So in 2007, when he was contesting, he didn't find the difficult.
Do the party people remember things that have happened long ago like that?
Yeah,
because the Alan Chamatin incident you're talking about, 2008, that's a long time.
Political sins are very difficult to be forgiven.
Political sins are difficult to be forgiven.
Yeah.
And political good will be remembered for a long time.
Yes.
I see. Okay, we want to hear from Samuel Oku, so I'll let you take your seats after the break. So, viewers, now we are on the big interview. Samuel Oku is next on Good Evening Ghana. He's going to tell us where all of these things come from. What's a super delegates? Why did they decide to do super delegates? How many are voting? Which region? Where are they? What's happening? And what's going to happen on Saturday? And now we know he's running for a Cropon, so that's no longer a question. It's out of the bag. And almost certainly, it's a safe seat for the NPP. So he's going to be elected member of parliament. So
somebody to run.
yes, we know that.
My good friend Brian Echampo also, Fred Opare also called somebody to run from Sum to Abetifi.
You have very powerful friends. Brian Echampo is your friend.
No. Pariansa is my friend.
Pariansa is your friend.
Yeah, I like him.
Okay, viewers, I'm sure you're also enjoying the program too.